one. So great to see, all my friends are here. Come play with me, watch out for rabbits here. Everyone who's anyone is welcome here. So come on, let's have some fun. Sing along with me. Start your day with a dose of Reitanna. And now a public service announcement from Reitanna Seishin.
Freaky.
Now that that's happened, hey, it's Reitanna Seishin. I've had the idea for this video for a couple of days, and I wasn't gonna do it today because it was taking away precious comic drawing time. But then I was on DeviantArt after posting page 21 of chapter 5, and was reading comments, and I discovered that there's a Playing with Fire fan art group on DeviantArt. By the way, I am super sorry for the random light changes in the video because of that motherfucker behind me. I keep forgetting to turn it off during these videos. Anyway, bye! And I was just like, I checked it out and I kind of just sat there and stared, and I was like, okay, I have to do it. I don't even care. I'm gonna do it. So, here's what I wanted to do. I wanted to tell everybody thank you. I know it's really not that big of a deal, but to me it is. To me, well, I had no idea that this comic was gonna be such a success. I really had no fucking clue. I did it because I wanted to see some stuff going on between the two. But I can't believe it. Every day I come home from work and I see over 100 messages, whether they're comments or favorites or watches or llama badges. Llama! I wonder how many you need to get a super albino llama. And I'll read the comments from you guys and I can't help but giggle because of how happy it makes me. And I'm just like, I just wanted to let everybody know how much I appreciate it and how excited I am. And I'm just super excited. I've never had a project make me this happy before. And I've done a lot of awesome things. For example, I have to get Mr. Wiggles. Mr. Wiggles! Oh, I'll get these two things too. Oh, well, I can't pick up that because Miku and Gumby are sitting in it. But here's some projects that I've been really proud of, but didn't make me nearly as happy because they're, you know, just one thing and not ongoing. This is the cursed softball. I had the idea when I was walking outside and I saw this ripped softball and I was like, oh, it's just trash, and then I stop and I'm like, that can become something wonderful. So that's cursed softball. Of course, with Plants vs. Zombies. Oh, you're Dusty. My little pea shooter. I was gonna make others too, but as you can see at the moment, I'm not really into sculpting. And Mr. Wiggles. Mr. Wiggles. Anyway, so when I see this, you guys make me so happy. I love you all, and I'm just like, I cannot express how happy I am. I'm probably blushing right now. I really wish that I could just meet you guys all and thank you in person. I'm just like, ah! I'm so excited. This is so great. Like, oops. Like, okay, so when I was 19, I started a Zader fan fiction, not a comic. It was called Best Years of Our Lives. Now, it was good, but it just seemed really out of character. For one, Zim was the seme, and he was tall, and he was really dominant, and he was really badass, and he had this whole plan to make Dib fall in love with him so that Dib was distracted and Zim could take over the world. It was like the ultimate plan, but then he ends up falling into his own trap and falling for Dib also, and he's like, motherfucker, and then he finds out that his mission is a complete failure, and he's like, motherfucker, and then, and you know, it's really depressing. It's a very depressing story. Dib is actually very depressed, so much that he actually hurts himself. He's insomniac. He doesn't get much sleep. He's upset all the time. He's just nothing like he is in Playing with Fire. And where I left off from this story is that Zim is super ultra mad at the tallest, and Dib's like, hey, you know what you could do because you're tall? You could totally throw down the tallest and you could rule the blah 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 blah. And I'm just like, okay, now what? And then at work, in pen, I drew the Zim that most resembles the Playing with Fire Zim. He's too tall, of course. That was in the first one where I drew him pointing at the umbrella, like, what is this magnificent contraption? And I was like, he's really cute. Let's do a little more with that, shall we? And so, chapter 1 was written, and it wasn't meant to be a chapter. It was meant to be a comic. And of course my drawing style has changed dramatically since chapter 1, you can tell. I actually am not very fond of the drawings in chapter 1, but whatever, you guys like it, so I really don't care. I'm not gonna redraw 18 pages, fuck that shit, especially not that fucking city. Even though the buildings look totally too close together, I was just like, fucking city! Anyway, so, and once I got more into Playing with Fire, even though it wasn't Playing with Fire yet, it wasn't actually developed as Playing with Fire, I started to dislike Best Years of Our Lives Zim more and more. Especially since somehow, even though for some reason I always imagined Zim being the Seme, but in Playing with Fire he involuntarily became the Uke. He became the Uke when I wrote chapter 5's script. And I was like, well, wait a minute, because I originally wrote that Zim was on top of Dib in that last panel on page 20. And I reread it and I'm like, something just doesn't seem right. It doesn't seem right. And then I was like, oh god, I don't want to do this, but I've dug myself in a hole, rewrote that part, and put Dib on top. And after that I was just like, well, I could get used to this. Maybe this will work. And as I progressed, I was like, yeah, this will work. Uke Zim. I can't imagine him any other way. So I decided not to post Best Years of Our Lives, especially since it's not finished. I have been kind of considering it just to show you, the similarities between Best Years of Our Lives and Playing with Fire. Like, for one, Miss Sowers. For two, some of the character designs for the students, like Brian, coming back from the underground classrooms that he was sent to, and now he's all like, woo, badass and attractive and lovely, and he looks great, and I think he has a crush on Wonton or something. Anyway, but I had no idea that this would be this popular, and I'm still kind of looking into a button maker to make buttons, since I can't make fucking t-shirts, even though I would love to make t-shirts. Fucking copyright infringement. I just want to make t-shirts. And I was thinking about making other stuff too, like plushies if I had the time, and I was thinking maybe making jewelry, but I don't know what, because I know most of you are girls, fangirls, yay, but I don't know what I would make. So yeah, if I got some ideas for that, that would be awesome. And keychains. So thank you for everybody. Thank you for the fan group, and remember that the fan art contest is still going until September 20th. I know I said people out of the country couldn't enter, but Canada and Mexico can enter, and everywhere else out of the country can enter too, but don't expect to get first place because I cannot ship to you if you're like in Germany or Germany. I'm gonna go buy some oranges. Germany, and like anywhere in Europe or South America or Australia. So yeah, you can enter, but you're not gonna get first place just because of finances. But Canada and Mexico is okay. I've gotten a lot of really awesome entries so far, so got a lot of competition. And I like the just random fan art coming to me too. I like the non-contest related fan art coming to me. I just once again I got carried away, so the camera ended up running out of battery, which is probably a sign that says, Reitanna, you should be working on your comic. What the fuck are you doing? It's gonna take you forever to edit this video. Blah, 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 blah. So, I'm gonna go ahead and go. Again, my appreciation for you guys cannot be expressed through words. You'd have to feel my emotions. The explosion that my heart gives off whenever I read said comments or discover just awesomeness. You guys are just so awesome. I'm in love with the awesomeness. I'm in love with the love that you give me. I'm gonna go because I am still rambling on. I have a really bad habit of doing that. Okay. Look forward to page 22, probably later today, and enter the goddamn contest, people. Thank you. Bye-bye.